everybody. This is Natalie Bratton with Remax First in Oklahoma City, and today I am doing a special artist spotlight. I am here in the studio of my friend and client, Michael Parham. Everybody say hi to Michael.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, I want you all to know a little bit about some of the artists and musicians here in Oklahoma City, a little bit of what it's like to be an artist living in Oklahoma. And Michael, my good friend, has agreed to show you some of his work and tell you a little bit about his journey as an artist. So Michael, just tell everybody what context, who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
As you just heard, my name is Michael Parham. I'm originally from southeast Oklahoma, McAllister area. Still have family down in that area. Moved up here 12 years ago. Got married to an artist, and she is an art teacher. And she brought me up here and hasn't let me go back out to my country roots yet. And I started doing leather work 12 years ago. I keep saying 10 years ago because it's a round number. But it's actually, it's 12 years ago. And how I got started was I was working at a golf course. So my boss at the time he's got a little Bible tote, and his real classic design, had a basket weave and had his name on it. I was just like, man, that's nice. Where'd you get that? And he said, I made it. And I was like, okay, you have to tell me a whole lot more now, because in my mind I'm thinking I'm gonna make every Christmas present, every birthday present. I'm a bit of a cheapskate myself, so if I can make it, I'm gonna make it. And so I went and got the basic kit and tooled. The first thing that I made was a coaster at my grandma's house. I just kind of immediately fell in love with leather work, just because I thought, oh, how cool. Like, I'm making something I can use, but I can also put some style into it. So it's just, every year since then, it's just kind of taking another step, and trying to make this more of the full-time gig.
So Michael, when did you decide to actually turn this into a business? And then what are the things that you generally make for people?
Well, I started business-wise probably just like the last 4 or 5 years more seriously. And most seriously, the last 2 years is when I started doing festivals. I've done custom stuff for probably 8 years. My cousin is a musician, Levi Parham, and he wanted a guitar strap and was chatting about that one day. And I was just like, I'm just going to make him one for Christmas. And so then he had some friends. They're like, oh, I like your guitar strap. So I want one. And it kind of snowballed. And so that's become one of my main things to make. Yes. And so I'm trying to make it more specific way now than, from the kit that I probably made that first couple.
Sure. So guitar straps, what else do you make?
One of the big things that I like to make, because you have more room to work with, is this is going to be the front panel of a journal.
And so, what is your inspiration here? Is that an actual place?
So this specific one is not an actual place. It's kind of just inspired by a lot of different things. And I like to go hiking. I'm a big outdoors person, so I take a lot of pictures when I go outdoors as well. So I'll take snippets of different places, different hikes, different flowers, do drawings of those, and then kind of collage those into a scene.
All right, tell us, what are the things that you're mainly known to make for custom orders?
For custom orders, it's 95% guitar straps and journal covers. For the festivals, I've been really enjoying making the cast iron skillet sleeves.
Show us those. So if you use a cast iron, oh wow.
Coasters. This is kind of a fun little coaster. Also, I like trees. Most of my stuff is kind of nature themed.
Yeah.
These are the journal covers.
Right. And and it's all hand stitched.
All handmade.
All handmade, 100%.
That's the majority of things that I make. I have made some other things like one-offs. So I do the card wallets.
Right. He started making wallets and earrings and leather bracelets.
Yep, little cuffs and dog collars, belts.
Basically, if you want something made, out of leather, he will do it. So, Michael, what is the inspiration for most of your work? And what is your favorite part when you are making stuff?
My favorite part when I'm making stuff is definitely the artwork. I'm more art forward, and if I can put a bunch of color into it, I will, because that's just my favorite part is painting and sculpting and using all the little tools to manipulate the fibers of the leather. Pictorial stuff is my favorite. I'm working more into getting to the hyper-realism stuff. I'm not quite there yet, but I want to make it as realistic as possible. All the inspiration is outdoors, from the garden, from hiking, anything that can be taken a picture of out in the mountains. I'm gathering as much information as possible to bring home and try to find a way to translate that into a leather piece.
So, Michael, do you have a favorite tool that you like to use? What's your go-to tool here in the set?
Of the many, many tools that we have around us, I really like the patterns that I can do with all the different diamonds that I have right here. There's really kind of a Western Santa Fe kind of vibe.
Okay.
So I can just mix and match all of those different diamonds and create some really cool patterns with that.
What do you do to the leather to make it able to take an impression?
Well, there's different types of leather, but this is an unfinished leather. They call it vegetable tanned leather, but basically it'll receive moisture. And once it's got the right amount of moisture in it, I can take my hammer, which I have over there, but I can strike these tools into it and it will leave an impression. And leather's got a memory, so once you compress those fibers in it, it memorizes that and it stays in place.
Cool.
So it's a lot of sculpting. My other favorite tools are my more sculpting tools. So they're just different sizes, shapes, textures that I can manipulate the leather into looking like different things.
Michael, if someone wants to see your work or get in touch with you to order something, how do they find you?
Well, I do festivals. So I'll do the Edmond Arts Festival. I'll do the Guthrie Bluegrass Festival. Looking to do more festivals as well. I'd like to do about 4 or 5 festivals a year, and that way I can get in front of people. And
you've been in the Plaza and the Paseo, right?
Yep, I've done the Plaza. I haven't done Paseo yet, but I hope to do that one eventually as well.
Hope to do the Paseo. You hear that?
And other than that, like Instagram, my website is www.parhamcustomleather.com. Those are the main, and Facebook. Those are the main outlets that I have.
Thanks for watching. For more information on Michael's work, look in the YouTube description below and come back next Friday. I am ready to give you an update on the spring real estate market. It's about to get hot around here. I'll see you later.